So the Rockets win the tip. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Carmelo Anthony, and it's Ewing in at the 5.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Now here's Anthony. And Smith over to help. Pass to Reed. Back to Anthony. They set the pick from downtown. Rockets with a rebound. Outside, Green. Brooks finds Green. Inside from 7 feet. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Green.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Here's Anthony. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
To the middle. Smith outside. Pass to Green for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Here's Reed. Anthony outside. They need this. New York no good that time either.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Green, the pass to Şengün.
New York foul. Richie Gary. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Houston with it. Van Vliet left side. Clock at 6. Green for 3. Fires in the triple. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now a timeout called by New York. To the wing, right side. Here's Frazier. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know he's a scorer, but that time did a good job finding the open teammate.
And it's Houston's ball. 8-point game. On the wing, Green. There's the triple. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Reed. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Van Vliet. 9-point game.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Frazier, the pass to Ewing. Brooks against Anthony. Pass to Ewing. Here's Guerin. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Van Vliet with it. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Green in the post. 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Knicks ball. In for the Knicks. Dave DeBusschere, Michael Ray Richardson.
And here's Anthony. No points so far. Floats one up. Şengün with a steal. Green with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Good.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And that one's good to Busher.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Green against Anthony. Down low. And Sengun throw it down.
Muscling through contact. This is where Sengun's at his best.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Pass to Reed. Here's Ewing, defended by Sengun. Pulls up. Ewing, no good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Now here's Sengun. And Reed pulls it down.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Richardson, the pass to Reed. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. The shot from 20 feet out. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Here's Frazier, guarded by Van Vliet. Out left to the wing. Stoudemire, the pass to Frazier. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Back to Green. Van Vliet outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Ooh, shaking them out of their shoes. Van Vliet with the moves.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Rockets on top, up by 16. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Brooks and Smith make up the two forwards. Van Vliet and Green man the backcourt, and it's Sengun in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And that one's good.
For a guy who's 6'10", Smith's tight handle is impressive.
Here's Frazier, guarded by Van Vliet. Frazier, the pass to King. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Van Vliet. 6 points for him. Smith. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Houston. 6 points for him. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Much respect for the jumper of Houston. He knows exactly when to let it fly.
Van Vliet with it. On the wing, Brooks. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Brooks has got his second basket on the night.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Fred VanVleet went from undrafted to an NBA All-Star. He said, quote, individually, there's still a lot left I want to get done. But trying to chase that next championship is what I'm locked in on. That feeling trumps anything I've ever done in my life. Besides my kids, that's right up there as far as personal journeys and accomplishments. Brian?
He's got it in the right order. Thanks, Allie. And the Knicks making a change here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Out to the right wing. Ewing passes to Guerin. Here's King. Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Here's Frazier, guarded by VanVleet. Got a hand on it. They recover it, and Ewing gets it to go. Now VanVleet. He's got 6. Şengün passes to VanVleet. Smith outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Brooks from outside. Another 3 from Houston.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Here's the Busher. Here's Ewing, defended by Şengün. Ewing. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Brooks. Outside, Green. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Simply a great play. Smith Jr. making that play look easy.
A difficult situation for New York. Here's Frazier. He's got 6. It's stolen by Green. There's a minute 54 left in the second quarter. VanVleet scanning the floor. Şengün, the screen. 5 to shoot. That one rolls around and rims out. And here are the Knicks. Pass to Frazier. Here's Ewing, defended by Şengün. Ewing, no good.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
And the luxury of having VanVleet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Now a timeout called by New York. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Reed's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for King. Here's Anthony. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson outside. 54 seconds left to play in the half. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Holiday. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
We see a taste of Thompson's ridiculous athleticism, keeping his body under control while taking a hit.
Here's Anthony. And the Knicks miss again.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Here's Easton. Good on the shot.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Can they get it? Pass to Reed. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Thompson. Power it home.
Oh, wow. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Dylan Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for Red Panda.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court right now for the Knicks. They've got Anthony, and it's Reed in at the power forward. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Smith outside. Down low. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green just levitates to the rack. A 40-inch plus vertical will allow you to do that.
And the Knicks with possession. Frazier, the pass to Reed. Here's Guerin. Back to Reed. The floater. It's rebounded by Şengün. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Smith finds Şengün.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, Alfred Şengün. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Şengün. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Frazier, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Ewing, and the layup falls. Ewing's got 6 points.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. The Knicks pull it in. Anthony outside. Here's Guerin. And here's Anthony, guarded by Van Vliet. Fader on the way. Anthony with a bucket.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Smith. 6 points for him. Gets the three to fall.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Ewing. And he can't get that one. Good D by Şengün. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Green again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
I don't think Green knows how to slow down or back off. I mean, even with the defense right in his face, he's going right at it inside.
Here's Frazier. He's got 6. Pass to Reed. Here's Ewing, defended by Şengün. It's tipped.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Here's Smith. And that one is stuffed right through.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And here are the Knicks now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Reed passes to Ewing. Got it. Good job in the low post. Ewing's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
For 3, Smith. Another 3 from Houston.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
Pass to Reed. Here's Guerin. Green covering. Back to Reed. Here's Frazier. The teardrop. And it's good for 2. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Green, the pass to Smith. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He has been fantastic. Jabari Smith having a night. They've got to keep getting him looks.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, debating the best players ever, there are different criteria, but Hall of Famer Dr. J said, quote, I think ultimately you have to have that crowning moment where you're a champion, and it's difficult. Sometimes it takes experiencing the loss and figuring it out before you can be successful. It's nothing you can assume or take for granted.
Well, he got his at 83. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Smith. He's got 16 to the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
59 seconds left in the third. Here's Frazier. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
To the inside, Green. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 8 assists here tonight. Green's gone a perfect 6 for 6 shooting. Pass to Reed. Here's Ewing. Brooks defending. And Ewing gets it to go. Ewing's got 10 points.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Smith. Green, the pass to Smith. And here's Şengün. And he converts the layup. He's got 13.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Frazier, the pass to Guerin. And the layup is good off the glass.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Now here's Green. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Houston with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tari Eason is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Aaron Holiday. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Basket's good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Houston. Out to the right wing. Here's Whitmore outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Ewing. No good. He's shooting 5 for 12 so far. Holiday against Richardson. Out to Thompson. He gets it in there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Ewing. Here's Guerin. Elbow shot. And the shot goes in.
Boy, how about that dime from Patrick Ewing? Very impressive. Passes like this speak to his unselfishness.
Out to the wing. Outside Eason. Now here's Thompson. The rebound by DeBusschere.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Holiday from long range. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Rockets ball. Checking in for the Knicks, Amari Stoudemire. Carmelo Anthony.
Inside. Here's Adams. Missed inside. Now here's Anthony. Tight defense on him. Richardson finds Anthony. On the wing, Richardson. He's covered by Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Richardson, that's good.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
To the inside, Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Here's Anthony. Here's Ewing. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Ewing's gone 5 for 13 tonight from the floor. Here's Thompson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Rockets with a rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thompson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Richardson, the pass to Anthony. Back to Richardson. Lets it fly. New York, no good that time either. And the Rockets with possession here. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Whitmore.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Knocked away. From 17, and that one's good. Whitmore.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Guerin. Here's Anthony. New York, no good that time either. And here's Houston. Out to Thompson, to the left wing. 1:27 left in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Here's Richardson. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Spins. Takes it inside. Pass to Holiday. Here's Adams to the right side. Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Richardson, the pass to Anthony. Over Whitmore. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
One of the slickest passers in the league. Richardson has no problems getting it to the open man.
Here's Holiday, and here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Eason, launches a three, hits the three-pointer.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Guerin. And here are the Knicks now. Outside Richardson. Pass to Guerin. To the left side wing. Here's Stoudemire. Sends it down right in his face.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Green.